Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I thought I would hop on today and do an updated beauty favourites video because it's been a little while since I've done one. I feel like it was like the beginning of summer. Now we're kind of at the beginning of autumn. I thought I would do an updated beauty faves. I used to do these monthly, but I feel like I don't change my favourites that much anymore. Anyway, I've got lots of things to show you today. I was in the process of compiling a list of what to put on my edit, have a site takeover edit on Cult Beauty this week. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but I was in the process of doing that and I realised, like, hang on a minute, I feel like there's quite a lot of products that I haven't maybe given the airtime to yet on here that deserve it. Some of these are going to be part of that edit, some of them aren't available on Cult Beauty, but to be honest, most of them are. If you guys want to go and shop my edit on Cult Beauty, it's 20% off all of my Cult Beauty edit, plus up to 20% off the rest of the site as per usual. I know a lot of you guys use my Cult Beauty discount code all the time. It's just FleurCB when you're on site, but I will put a link below to that anyway, and you can see kind of an edit of my current favorites on the site. If you don't know Cult Beauty, they basically sell everything you want to buy from the beauty world. Current beauty faves. I'm going to start with skincare. First up, the Allies of Skin Vitamin C and Omega's Cleansing Balm. Now, it takes quite something to pull me away from my Elemis cleansing balms because I love them, especially the fig one and the cherry one. They're my faves. This is really good. I've never really, if I'm honest, got on board with Allies of Skin before. They're quite an expensive brand and I've always just kind of thought their products were okay, and I think not necessarily fallen in love with any of them. This, however, is so nice. The texture of it is just absolutely gorgeous. It's super melty soft, like absolute silk. It kind of reminds me of the Sarah Chapman cleansing balm in texture, if you've ever tried that. It's just delicious. It's gorgeous, doesn't sting my eyes, and I actually love the packaging. I know most cleansing balms come in a tub, but actually it is more practical to have them squeezing out so you're not sticking your fingers in them. Anyway, love this. I've nearly finished this. Again, this is on Cult Beauty. Like I say, most of them are. It might be easier to tell you the ones that aren't on Cult Beauty for the rest of this video. Just assume everything is, and is either 20% off or close to it with my code. The next one is actually one that was recommended to me by Lily Pebbles when we filmed, I don't know if any of you guys saw on Instagram or TikTok, we went into Space NK and filmed like a memory lane, like trip down memory lane video, and it was so fun. It actually got such an amazing reaction. And when we were there, she recommended this, which is from Pharmacy. It's the Honey Glow 17% Resurfacing Acid Serum. It's like an overnight resurfacing serum. And I have to say, it took me quite a while to try it, actually. I got it and stashed it on my beauty shelf and didn't really use it. The last couple of weeks, however, I've been using it and it's so nice. It's one of those products, this is how Lily described it to me as well. She was basically like, you put it on and then the next morning your skin looks better. It's like one of those instant result products, and it really is. It's just so nice. Love that. It's quite expensive. I think it's £52, but again, it should be on my discount if you want to try it. The other one I wanted to include in this video, I worked with Elemis on the launch of this over on Instagram, and I wanted to include it in this video to shout about it again because I feel like sometimes when I'm doing a collaboration, maybe you guys don't necessarily like think that I'm giving my true opinion. A side note, I always am. I wouldn't still be here doing this if I was giving phony reviews in exchange for sponsorship, because that's just not how I roll. However, I wanted just to come on and say, non-sponsored, this stuff is so nice. I love this. It's the LMS Pro Collagen Toning Mist. I mean, I would use it just for a perfume, to be honest, because it smells so good, but it's so nice on the skin. I use it over makeup, between skincare layers, and I mean, the amount I've used tells you how much I love this. I love it. So good. One of my favourite LMS products. I like it on the back of my hands as well. It's that bad. It probably feels like a waste, but it's so nice. It's so hydrating. Love. Moving on. No, I've got another skincare. The Inky List Exosome Hydro Glow Complex. This is another product that it took me a while to kind of get on board with because I was so deeply in love with the polyglutamic acid serum from the Inky List. I feel like I wasn't really ready to let it go. I still haven't let it go. It's still on my shelf, but I feel like I wanted to use that instead of this, and I would always reach for that. However, recently I've been going for this. It's got the same kind of vibe as the polyglutamic acid serum. I feel like it's lighter in a way, but it's just super hydrating, super smoothing, super plumping. Exosomes have been the ingredient of the season, as it were, in skincare, but you can use it day or night, and it's just super smoothing, hydrating. If you want a boost of hydration that also feels like you're giving your makeup, especially in the morning when you use it, like a real, just like perfect blank canvas. It feels like a fantastic priming product as well. It's not sold as a priming product, but it dries down to just, your skin just looks smooth. So nice. Love that. And as always with the Inky List, it's affordable and brilliant. Love it. Moving on to makeup. First one, this is one of the products that is not available on Cult Beauty, but I have a feeling it probably will be coming soon. This is a mascara from Rum. Now, Rum is a company set up by 3 of the most powerhouse women in the beauty industry. So it's Sally Hughes, who is OG beauty journalist. Like, I would trust her opinion on everything. If you don't already follow her on Instagram, I basically buy everything she recommends if I haven't already tried it. Seriously, she's amazing and like a force to be reckoned with. Sam Chapman, who, if you guys are following me on here, I'm sure you know Sam. OG YouTuber, incredible makeup artist, and just general kind of OG of the industry. And Jo Jones, who I actually first met probably cracking on for about 14 years ago when she was working in PR. I think it was at Beauty Scene, and she was on Burberry when Burberry makeup launched, if my memory serves me right. Anyway, another industry like absolute veteran. My point is, 3 women who really know their stuff when it comes to beauty, and they've launched a mascara. It's just one product. It comes in a couple of colours actually, but I obviously wear the black one because that's just how I roll. But this is a tubing mascara, and it's absolutely brilliant for a few different reasons. I'm wearing it today. It gives you insane volume and length, and like the right balance of volume and length. I feel like sometimes you can get a bit too much length and not quite enough volume, and it just looks a bit spidery, especially with tubing mascaras. They feel, to me, they always feel quite wet when they're going on, so sometimes you can kind of get that slick look. But this has got like the perfect balance, just like makes your lashes look incredible. And because it's tubing, it's really easy to remove when you want to take it off with hot water, cleanser, whatever, but it doesn't smudge at all. So it stays where you want it to stay until you want to take it off, and then it's easy to remove. But the other thing, I feel like, you know, tubing mascaras are nothing new. A lot of you guys will know that already. The other thing that I love about this, if you smudge it or get it on your lid while you're applying it, it's really easy to remove off your skin as well, which I find a lot of mascaras that are non-smudge and stay on your lashes, if you get any on your lids when you're applying it or under your eye, they cause like a real smudgy mess trying to get them off. Whereas this just literally comes straight off. Like, amazing. Absolutely love this. Would 100% recommend. Another one that, like, I've put this in my Cult Beauty edit because I've just come back to it. I still haven't got through a whole bottle of this, and I've used it so much. I swear to God, a little bit goes a seriously long way. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I'm wearing this today, and most of the time when I'm filming, when you see me filming or taking photos or just generally being in front of camera, I will be wearing this. It's such a nice texture. I just honestly cannot sing its praises enough. If you have slightly dry skin or like drier skin, this is one of the absolute best foundations I've tried, and I always just come back to it. It's so dewy and gorgeous and just lovely. Another one, again, is this in my edit? I don't know if this is in my edit, but I think it's definitely discounted. You guys will have to go and have a look on the site to see what it is, but I'm pretty sure you can get a 20% discount off this product anyway. This is the By Terry Sunny Flash CC palette. And when I first got this, I thought, oh, this is expensive because I think it's £56. But actually, the more I've used it, and I've used the hell out of this palette this summer, I've barely made a dent, and I have used it and used it and used it. It lasts a really long time. It's actually good value for money because you get 4 products that you're actually going to use. I use the bronzer the most because I use it as an eyeshadow as well, but I use both of the blushes. I use the highlight. I mean, this palette is filthy. You can tell that I use and love it. It's like an investment, but actually you're getting 4 products that are just wonderful. The By Terry powders are just some of the most beautifully formulated textured powders out there. They blend so well. They're so finely milled. They also smell incredible, which is a bonus. I've been using this the whole time. Absolutely love it. It's been an absolute summer staple and go-to for me. If I'm not feeling powders, I've also been going back to this, which again, this is like on its last legs. It's pretty much empty. It weighs like nothing. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Blonzer. I hate the name. I don't love the bronzer vibe. For me, this is a blush. I think it's just because it's got that slight tone, like a slight brownie tone to it. Maybe they've called it a blonzer even. I use this with a foundation brush. I don't use it. It says apply with your fingers. Sometimes you can do that. I usually use it with a foundation brush. This stuff is so good. And again, one that I always come back to. I've had this for ages, this product, and I go to something else, come back to it, go to something else, come back to it. Really, really nice texture. It's like a liquid cream, slightly gel textured product, but it stays. It's not fleeting as some kind of cream blushes are. It really lasts, and it's such a good tone. The shade I have is Kiss of Rose. Just, yeah, such a good colour for me. I love it. And last but not least for makeup, I've got a few lip products. Firstly, the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Lips Healthy Glow Nectar Oil. I've got two colours of these, the Pink Watermelon and the Candy Fig. Both of them are lovely. I'm such a lip balm girly. I love both of these. The Watermelon is like super, super bright pink, but it's one of those slightly like pH adaptive ones. It's clear when you put it on, and then it goes pink basically. It kind of adapts to your skin and goes like a nice pinky color. And the Fig one, oh my god, it smells. These remind me, they have the same like addictive vibe as the Lancome Juicy Tubes did when I was a teenager, but they don't have the stickiness. They're such a good texture. As the name tells you, they're a nectar oil, so they're really, really hydrating, but they're not sticky at all. And then the Fig is more of like a brownie tone. Actually almost looks like caramel when you put it on the skin, if you guys can see that. But on the lips, it just adds a little bit of depth. And as you can see with this is starting to go like slightly pink. It goes like pretty significantly pink after a few minutes. Loving those. I feel like they've become just something that I reach for over and over again. And the other one that really surprised me actually is this new lip balm, lip gloss even, from Rare Beauty, which is their Glimmer lip gloss. I'm wearing this now, and I have to say I wasn't anticipating loving this because it's like a rosy pink tone, but it has like a really significant gold fleck glitter running through it, or shimmer running through it. I don't normally go for this kind of shimmery lip balm, but lip gloss. This is really creamy, not sticky, super smooth. You can't feel the shimmer. It's not gritty at all. And I feel like it has really good colour payoff as well. Feels really lovely to wear, and it tastes like gummy bears. Really love that. And then last but not least, one more product that you can't actually get on Cult Beauty that my friend sent me this month. These new makeup brushes from Details by Tati. Now, those of you who know Tati will know how incredibly knowledgeable and skilled she is at makeup, regardless of being like super lovely person as well. Most of you that will be watching this, I think, will probably follow Tati because we used to film quite a lot of videos together, and it's a real throwback to a lot of you. I mentioned her on stories the other day, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, Tati, like such a throwback to like old YouTube days, like 10 years ago. Without going too much into detail, like she's had a very tricky couple of years. She launched an amazing makeup brand and had some issues with it and has just been going through absolute hell. And so those of you who know will know. If you don't know, go and watch her channel to find out, because I'm just not going into it. But she has finally launched Newness, and she has launched her brand called Details by Tati, and they are brushes. Let me tell you, these brushes are some of the most beautifully made, stunningly well-performing brushes I've ever tried. And there are actually four. There's four that stand out to me as being my favorites. Annoyingly, they're from different collections. So she's launched 3 collections. There's the Essentials, the Extension, and the Speciality, I believe. And they're all different brushes. But the ones that stand out to me, my favorites are these two, which are from the Speciality collection. They're SP6 and SP4. And these are just so feather light. They're really, really beautifully dispersed. I use this one for blending eyeshadow. It would work really, really well for concealer as well. And then I use this one as a highlight, and they are just the most beautiful featherlight brushes, and they blend like a dream. And then the other two that I love this one. I use this one for blending cream and liquid concealer, and this is EX4 from the extension pack, and it's such a good shape. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's seriously amazing. And then lastly, from the Essentials pack is this foundation brush, which is wild. Look at this. This is like a razor. It's so super fine. So how I use this, I apply a foundation to the center of my face with this brush, and you can really get into every little place. Woo! And then I blend it with this end, which is like a really densely packed blending end. And this is the chunkiest brush I own. It's huge. I love a double-ended brush though. This is ES2 from that collection. Love them. So excited for those when they arrived. I honestly went and did my makeup immediately because I just could not wait to try them. And massive congrats to Tati as well, because it's been a long time coming and she's just absolutely smashed it out of the park once again. Oh, I'm going to show you the pink. Now this pink has come up. You see, guys? It's like a really nice pink. that is it for this video. I will pop a link below to my Cult Beauty site takeover. It's live till the 25th of September, and my Cult Beauty code, like I said, will get you 20% off all of my selects, plus up to 20% off the rest of the website with some brand exclusions, but there's not that many, as well as links to everything else I've mentioned below as well. Let me know if there are any product discoveries you've made over the past couple of months that you think I should try in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.